In one of the classes, I had asked the participants to make an Instagram or a YouTube video and post it online. While most of the people were able to make the video, hardly anybody was able to post it online. Why is that? And has that ever happened to you? Have you been able to post something online so that everybody can see? Well, the resistance is basically judgment. Most people have seen us in a certain way, and that's what we think. And because we have identified with it, we think that people have put us in a certain box, we are unable to break out of that box. Because we think that if we break out of that box, they will judge us. We are generally afraid of that judgment. We are afraid that being something else will shake up somebody else's world. But the truth is that people will continue to judge us, either for the good or for the bad. Judgment is probably always going to be that it exists in this world. It existed when you were born and before you were born. When you were also in your mother's womb, you were judged whether you're going to be a boy or a girl. And like whom would you actually be? Those judgments were already passed, and that is a part and parcel of life. So, it is important to step out of that judgment, to step out of that space, and to begin to do what actually works for you. Here is an observation. If you are able to break out of those chains and step out of that mediocrity, you will be able to do greater in your own life. People who do not care about anybody's judgments are the ones who actually go on and achieve something in their life. So if you like to choose greater, that's where you actually need to be. Now, how do I know if I am in that box? How do I know if I am afraid of judgment and I do restrict myself? Well, the only way to know it is to experience it. Few of the experiences you might already have had. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been concerned about stepping into a room full of people who are a notch above you? Do you feel uncomfortable in that space? If there's a celebrity around, would it be okay for you to go up and speak to that celebrity without any barriers? Do you avoid people who are more successful than you? Well, if you are doing any of these, it's time to check in with yourself and ask that, what am I resisting here? And what am I refusing to probably be? What energy would I not probably want to have in my own life? When you begin to do that, when you begin to change from that space, you create more, and that is essential. When you have gotten too comfortable with certain things, it's time to move a notch above. When you are moving continuously on a notch above, your life begins to grow. And let me tell you that whenever you step into that space of growing, it may be a little uncomfortable in the few moments when you start. But as you begin to grow, it gets easier and simpler. And when it gets easier and simpler, you get onto this jet plane of growing where you just take up each and every time that challenge with ease and grace. So, the exercise that I would like you to do today is to step up. Take yourself one notch above. And how do you do that? Let's begin with the same exercise that I suggested at the beginning of this video. Make an Instagram video or a YouTube video and post that. Post that online, tag me so that I can see it. The first two people who tag me, I will share their videos on my screen, and this will be fun. It will help you to know where you are in this zone and help you to break out of any limitations that you actually have. The second exercise you can probably do is get in touch with or mingle with somebody who's much more successful